Hi, I'm Heather Whitmer. I'm one of the owners here at LeBeau Skincare Center, and I'm here with Hillary Leawood Schaefer, the other owner of LeBeau. And today we're going to talk a little bit about cosmetic fillers. We get a lot of questions on the different fillers and how long do they last and what do they do. So thank you for being here and answering some questions. So what is what is a cosmetic filler? What does it do? Talk a little bit about what the use is and what it is.
Okay, so we have a lot of different fillers.
Okay.
Almost all of them are hyaluronic acid fillers. So hyaluronic acid is a water-loving molecule. We already have a lot of hyaluronic acid in our body. So it's very rare that anybody would ever be sensitive to it because it's already within us. But you can choose the filler, or the injector can choose the filler that has the volume that would be needed for that particular person. So the nice thing with fillers is any area that has volume loss, you can choose which filler is going to be best and put it into there to build back that volume. So on a face, when we're dealing with lips, maybe we want to add a little bit of volume, then we're going to choose a hyaluronic acid filler that has a lighter weight to it so that we get a little bit of volume. If we have somebody that has a lot of loss of volume in here where we kind of get sunken in, we might need to build up that cheek area more to fill this whole section in, because there might be a lot of volume loss. So we might need one that has a lot more hyaluronic acid volume to it, like Voluma, something like that. The same thing goes where you can put filler really anywhere. You can build out a chin, you can put it into the jawline to help make the jawline look more youthful and kind of sharper. You can put it into the under the eye area. You can build up a lip area. You can put it in the hands.
So overall, filler is used for volume loss and fine lines and wrinkles and
yeah, because the reason you have fine lines or wrinkles is usually because you've lost volume in that area. So when we're losing elasticity and volume, as a child we have a lot of fat in our face, and as we age we start to lose that fat and that facial volume, and that's what then the filler is injected and put back into there to replace what we've lost.
So who's a good candidate to have cosmetic filler done?
Anybody that wants more volume in an area, anywhere.
Okay.
So if you you could be young and you just want your lips a little fuller. That's a common, we see that a lot more now. Maybe you just want more peaks, onto your lip area. Maybe you're not on the even, distribution of your lip volume. Maybe your upper lip is really, really thin and your lower lip has more volume to it. So evening that out a little bit. You can do so many different things with filler. So you can make it very custom, where you're just kind of picking little areas out, even into like the temples. We hollow into here sometimes as we age. So making that more rounded, there's just so many things that we can do. We can even out a bump in a nose and put the, filler into the area where you're kind of have a little bit of loss, to even that and fill it up to make it look like a smoother nose.
Okay. So cosmetic filler is the procedure itself is injections
Correct.
of the filler, whatever the filler may be. Is it painful?
Typically no. Most of the hyaluronic acid fillers are mixed with a numbing agent. So you feel like the tiny little prick of the needle, which it's very small needles that are used. And then, that's usually about all you're going to feel. Sometimes in the lip area, it might be a little more tender because our lips are more sensitive, but it's totally tolerable.
So any side effects?
You could bruise.
Okay.
You are, putting a needle into the skin and you have lots of blood vessels. So there is always the chance of bruising.
Okay. And in relation to, the different fillers, are there different amounts of time? Like what's the average length of time that a filler lasts? We get asked that a lot. How long do they last?
It depends what filler is being chosen. They can last anywhere from 6 months to 2 years, depending on which filler. It also depends where it's being placed. So if you're putting filler in like a temple area or underneath the eyes, because we don't move that as much, the filler tends to last longer. If you're putting it in your mouth area, because we talk so much, at least I know I do, we might lose the filler faster.
Okay. So it sounds like filler can really be used for sculpting and, just overall rejuvenation on the face.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So many different ways.
Lots of
I mean,
different.
so many. I mean, Heather gets a little dimple into her chin, and that's an area you get filled to take away the dimple.
Yeah.
So, I mean, there's just so many different uses for it that if there's something that bothers you and you don't want to go a plastic surgery route, it's amazing what you can do now with filler.
And I know a lot of people don't want to look overdone. So, talk a little bit about what we do to ensure that that isn't the case.
So you can always start with some and add. So, it's always, our approach is less is more. Let's see how you respond to it. Let's see how it looks. And we can always add more, like lips. Some people come in and be like, I want these really big lips, and they, have hardly any lips to begin with. So then putting so much in is going to be a big shock. It's better to start off, let's try this, bring you back in 2 weeks. You can always add more, and see what you think and how you like it, and go from there.
Yeah, that's a good approach.
Yeah.
You definitely don't want to overdo it, especially if you've never had it done before.
Yes, definitely.
So again, we do offer free consultations with all of our services. So if you've ever thought about having cosmetic filler done, you want a little tweak here, some fuller lips, define your jawline or your cheekbones a little bit, definitely give us a call and come in for a free consultation to see if filler's right for you.